Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. This is the final part of that first half, and then I've added in a tiny little bit from the next grouping. I'm going to be pausing a bit here to get some more things listed, but yeah, we've got a little bit here to work through for this video. Hopefully we'll be able to finish it off. I also have some scrap here for craft lots to do, so we'll have some of these, some actually pretty good decent stuff to put into craft lots for some people here. I know a lady who's very creative with this stuff, and she's said she'd buy some more for me in a couple weeks here, but we'll throw that into a lot for her because it would be great for what she does. And this one here, I'm hoping that stone there picks up from the bottom of there, and then I can attach that as a pendant. So we may as well get started. And I'm going to be a little bit different here because a bit of a different setup in my house right now. Here's a brutalist fashion necklace here. It's kind of got that floral with the angel wings look to it. But definitely worth a sell on that one. It does look vintage as well. Then we've got this little leather bracelet here as well with the little gold disc medallion there. In fairly decent shape. A few little scratches on the gold disc, but nothing major on that one. And then two bracelets that are very similar. In that seed bead, there's the gold tone one there, and then there is the silver and black in that kind of woven wrap look. They really like that style, so yeah, I don't think they'll be hard to get rid of and hard to sell. Couple of little bracelets here as well. One has the Palm of Osiris there with a little blue eye in the center there, blue and black, and then there's this one here that has the eye on the other side as well. This wire bracelet that in my opinion would pinch a lot of the hairs on your arm, but yeah, we'll maybe pair that up with something, see if we can sell that. And then this one, very, very cute leather. Almost looks brand new. It's got, see all the rhinestones in it. Yes, none of them are missing. Looks like a flower bouquet with some ribbon down on the bottom there. Different colored rhinestones throughout. Very, very cute. That Openworks leather style. And then there's a couple of bangles here, which I will just put together and throw that in a lot with something. My son was excited about this one. It is a working Fitbit. We already charged it up for him. He's learning how to use that 24-hour time. Battery doesn't seem to last too long on it, but it suits my son's needs. He's excited to have a fitness watch there, so that will be his. My daughter has laid claims to this love bracelet here. She was very excited, of course. She also wants this Easter necklace with the faux shells on it that are all dyed in that Easter colors. She wants that one. I told her, well, we'll try and sell it. If it doesn't sell, then she can have it. And then this one here, I made myself there because it was part of a broken necklace, and I ended up just taking components from it and making it into just a chain. And then I used some antique brass lobster clasps that I had and some other little silver tone pieces from from the first half of this. And then we have this anklet that I made here. It's gold plated with this little butterfly on it here as well with a little rhinestone. All pieces from this lot except for the lobster clasp, which is one that I have bought separately in a lobster clasp lot. And then I made some little dangly earrings from components from this lot here with the dual feathers. So we'll end up pairing them up with something. And then another one that I made with components from the first half of this lot here. So we've got a little blue abalone shell on the bottom here with a little faux pearl and a little silver piece there, and then this thing says follow your heart, and then on this side it says love life, live life, and that's on the little gunmetal chain that I got from this lot, as well as a lobster clasp that came from this lot here. And then I made a couple other ones. You'll recognize this from that other longer piece I showed you. This is the shorter pieces of that one there. The other one goes down, drops down 4 and has the extra layer going down. Well, these just didn't, but they had all the pieces, so I took those and I made a necklace there, and I made another one that's very similar to that one, just the clasp end is a little bit different. But for sure, those two, we will try and sell them. And then here is, again, I'm not a fan of rope, but these ropes actually look they actually look brand new. So they've got this little beige colored cat's eye on here, as well as the mother of pearl teardrop pendant. So we'll give that a try selling. And then here is the top part of that necklace, where those other two components and this other one here came, because there was a third layer to this, and that layer was just in really, really rough shape. So I just took the different components off of it and we made this one. It is definitely vintage. And then here is a long faux pearl necklace here with the ribbon, on the gold tone there, and that one is, all the rhinestones are there. It wasn't branded, but that's a fairly nice pearl necklace there. I'll find a pearl bracelet to put with that, I think. And then this is a kid's pearl bracelet that my daughter wanted, but I'm going to try selling it first. Just because I told her she can't have everything from these lots, but she certainly gets a lot. And then we have this Christmas tree in a clay, and yeah, you can see it's handmade there, so that one's actually fairly nice. Then there's another one with that kind of clay and just a ball here. Not sure what that was, but I added that onto this little extra pendant drop piece here to make it go a little longer, and then I added the chain that came from this lot, as well another little end cap here to tie in with the one down here. And then we have this little seed bead bracelet with some other larger beads on it. Very cute. That one will definitely sell as well. And then at the back here's another beaded wrap cuff. I like that one. It's very dressy. Go well with a lot of different things. And then there's this little dressy stretch bracelet in a silver tone beads. And I don't usually like tassels, but these tassels are actually in very good condition. And they have the wire wrapped druzy agate there on there, and it is a hunter green to match the tassels down here. So despite my hating tassels, because these are in good shape, I will try and sell those. And then another one that I made out of a chain that was in this lot here, as well as a piece of another necklace that was in really, really rough shape. So we took this one here and I made a pendant out of it. And then we have this little stretch one here as well. It's a little dress here in a gold tone. Plastic beads in there. Very nice. And then I made a few earrings that are 3 of the same sets of earrings here. The only thing that are different are maybe the hooks. A little bit different because I couldn't find 3 sets of the exact same hook, but because I'm upcycling, of course, I'm using the material. This was one bracelet that all went around. I have a few more of these that if I get some matching earring pieces here. We'll put them in as an open work crescent moon. So, but yeah, all three of those made those. A lot of this lost grouping is stuff I've made out of spare stuff here. And then this here is a Fearless bracelet in a leather as well, and that one actually is in really good condition as well. It's kind of got that croco leather look to it. And then yes, we had a necklace with a really long drop down there. I don't believe this is silver, but it's also got the V that the bar hangs from. It's a very dainty, fine necklace. I'm just going to grab my magnet and we'll see if it is magnetic. It is very magnetic, so definitely not silver. So that'll go off to the side here. And then we have this little seed bead and other bead bracelet that just kind of clips in here. And then I have this elephant. I loved this elephant pendant. It's very large. First I was like, oh no, is that ivory? But when you look at the back, it's definitely not ivory. It's just a polymer type thing there. And it's got beautiful rhinestones on it. And I added this gold chain that was in the lot there, as well as one of those brown rosary beads to the end of there, just to kind of decorate the clasp, because I can. And then here's another necklace. Little choker one there. I did have to repair it because it was missing the chain and lobster clasp, so I did repair that. But other than that, this thing is in like brand new condition. It's very nice. And then we have this leather one, very similar to one I found before, except this one is butterfly. And that one looks brand new as well. And then there's this watch that is working. I haven't set the time on it yet, but so the time is wrong, but it's a Casio digital watch, so I will have to look this one up to see what this particular model, which it says the model and everything on the back, see what it's going for, and price that out. But yeah, nice to get a digital watch in there, as well as that fitness tracker. And then this is one I had to repair as well. Everything was in great shape on this necklace. With the exception, it was missing a bead here, so I added in this red glass bead on there just to add that pop of color, because I imagine it had one of these type of rhinestones on it before, and that's just kind of boring. So I added that red, and then it's not just brown in there. And it does have the black rhodium plated butterfly on the back there, which I'm not sure why they put the butterfly on the back, because you can't see it, so it kind of defeats the purpose of it. But still a very cute necklace. Definitely sell that one. Another one that I made here, it's got very large pendant circles on it in a gold tone, and yeah, I added it onto a bronze chain that I did buy. So we've added that on there. It's a fairly long chain because it goes with the long pendant, but kind of a dressier pendant there. Here's one I just finished making as well, with a gunmetal chain there. That's fine. And I added a bunch of those blue beads from several lots ago. I used all but one of those ones left, and then there was a whole bunch of these fancy glass beads that in the dichroic glass, and these ones that have like the little stud designs on them. So I added all them in there. A very colorful necklace. Should be fun to sell there, and those are all hand painted wood pieces as well. And then my daughter was very thrilled about this one. She really liked the look of this. It's very cute. It's a little orange flower, or more of a peachy color there, with these mother of pearls and some seed beads. Very cute necklace. Not branded or anything, but just very cute. And then there's a handmade ring as well and a wire wrap. They reused a button on here that with this rhinestone bead on top there. Feels like a plastic bead. But I'll have to measure that, see what size it is, but very cute ring. And then there is this little brooch that I really like in a silver tone. It's magnetic, so it's not silver, but it's silver tone. And it's leaves with the little rhinestones on there to use as accents that are meant to look like flowers. Then I really like this one here. It is a Native American style, feels like wicker, but it's very, very nice and in very, very good condition as well. And then there's this little necklace here as well on a gold-plated chain. It's actually gold-plated silver, so it's 925 silver. It's just got gold plating on it. One of my chains, and then I added a little pendant that was sitting in the bottom there. It's a crown with the little purple and white rhinestones. And then we have this little stretch bracelet, which I will end up pairing with something. Just got very tiny little beads. And then another necklace that I made out of my gunmetal parts there. And then there was a couple of different pieces here. Excuse me while I get this stuff done, but there is a tassel that would dangle down normally if it wasn't tangled. But anyway, the tassels go down below it. In that bronze, I've got layered in that, and then this is a rose here, and kind of that purple with the white rhinestones in it, and then it's got this purple amethyst top to it. That was another earring. So we've just kind of used 3 earrings, combined them all into one to make a pendant, and then I added on my own chain. And then we have this little simple rope necklace, kind of boring in my opinion. Needs a little bit more done to it, but I mean it is, I think it's brand named. I don't know who uses the little daisy flower at the end, but that will be a branded piece there. I'm not sold on this one. I'm not sure if I'll end up selling this or if I'll just end up putting it into a lot with some of the other stuff. Maybe I could add some pieces to it to make it a little bit more fun. We'll see what I do with that one. And then there's this leather bracelet here as well with the moons and stars all over there. It's in really good shape, so we'll give that a try selling that as well. And then here's a choker I made out of components from this thing on a chain that I hand pieced together. And it has a fairly large silver tone clasp on it as well. And then this is a very pretty stretch bracelet here. All kinds of flowers and rhinestones with the little butterflies on them. And then the little silver beads on the end. But yeah, very cute, very vintage. And then another blue cat's eye stretch bracelet. That will end up pairing with something. And then here is a necklace as well that is branded. It is by, I believe this is Zad, Z-A-D. So I'll have to do some research to look up this one. I'm not sure what to price this at. It isn't silver, it's stainless steel, but yeah, branded stuff usually sells a little bit better, so we'll give that a try there. And then we have a couple little yellow studs that I will, they're just very tiny ones. I'll probably end up pairing them up with something. And then here is a Day of the Dead celebration bracelet here. It has a little skull there, plus they added some colors to make it fun. And all the rhinestones are here, which is kind of nice as well. And then this little charm here I absolutely love. It's very pretty. And then here's another one that I made. This is a component again from an earlier lot. I think I might have one of those things left, and that might be it. That was from a stretch bracelet, and then a chain that I bought, and a gunmetal chain. And then I used the silver clasp that came with this lot here. And then I made this out of components from here as well. Everything is from this. And this one, so it's got the different colored rhinestones on it, and an enamel center there, almost a cloisonne style. And then on a gunmetal chain that came in here, as well as the silver clasp that came with this as well. And then we have this leather one with the little wood beads, and this one's got a flower wood bead carved out of it, which is very pretty and would have taken a lot of time to do. And this necklace is always getting tangled. It took me a while to untangle it out of the box. But it basically layers down into two different layers with the little rhinestone accents throughout. But yeah, it would layer. I just have to untangle it again, and I don't feel like doing that for the video, so let's put that aside to work with later. And then we have these faux tortoiseshell earrings here and a stud. That's very 80s retro style. And then there was a couple of earrings here as well. In a silver tone with an abalone shell that is, actually that's metal, made to look like an abalone shell, with the little rhinestones beaded into there. And there's this one here that's another handmade one, not handmade by myself, but the little seed beads put together into little flowers on a little wire piece there. That one I'm not 100% sold on trying to sell that one, or if I might just put that into a lot. And then there's this little bracelet here as well with this little charm. It's a single little charm on it. I actually think that might be an anklet. Seems like it's long enough, it should be probably an anklet more than a bracelet, but I really like the tribal design on that bronze tone charm. And then I made four like that are very, very similar in style here from a necklace that was broken. So I used the different components, made 4 different necklaces out of it, used a gunmetal chains that were in there, as well as the silver ends on there, and some little rosary beads to decorate the clasp. As you can see, I've been busy in terms of making stuff. And then there is one here that would be a layered wrap. So you can either have it dangle down like that, or you can wrap it around so that it's layered. And then one here that I wasn't sure if it was silver or not. I haven't really tested it yet. It might be silver. It does not have that. It does have that silver look to it. So it's very much, chances are that is a silver tone, is either silver tone or is silver. And then there's this little charm that I added to it because it was kind of boring before. Put that aside because that'll be tested. And then here is a leather one with this enamel one that actually has a dried flower pressed into it. And I don't really like leather straps as well, but this one here is in really, really good condition. And then we have a couple of bracelets. So there's this one here that has this little fun dual colored glass bead on it, as well as some little side beads and some silver tone panels on the sides. And then there's this stretch bracelet here as well with just these little figure 8 discs on there. And then there is this layered necklace here as well. This one I'm not sure if I'll sell it. The little backs here are not in the greatest of shape, so I might just end up throwing that into a lot to sell as like that. And then this one is another one I made out of a little abalone shell that was made to look like it's got the cheetah print on it. It was an earring that there was no mate to. The other mate was shattered into a million pieces. So it became this necklace here on the gunmetal chain from this and the silver clasp from this. Then there is this double layered, I believe it's jade, with Tibetan silver on here as well. But a very nice bracelet. And then we have this long necklace here that again you could layer if you wanted, with the little hearts in a bronze tone. And then the last one for this video here is one that again I made. This was a single earring in a cloisonne style there, and I added on my own antique chain, and then the little back clasp thing here is from another single earring that was falling apart, so I took a few of the beads from that and put it on the clasp there. And yeah, thanks for watching this video, guys. We'll have more to arrive soon. As you can see, I've got another 8-pound box to go through here, plus I've got the other half of that 40-pound lots there. That one's 21 pounds. We probably took about half a pound from it, so it's probably another 20.5 pounds to go through. But yeah, thanks for tuning in.